everyone. Okie dokie. Well, let's go ahead and go through and start talking a little bit about the syllabus and how this course is laid out. If you have any questions along the way during this course, feel free to refer back to this video because there's a lot of important information here and it might be able to answer your question. So let's talk a little bit about hospitality and tourism leadership. Oh my gosh, this is just so much fun. Right after there we go. I had to get that out of the way. I don't even think you can see it. One of those days. Okie dokie. So HTOR 376, it's an asynchronous online course. It is also a shorter semester. It ends October 6th. So that's really important to know as we're going through and scheduling things. If you need me at any time and you're on campus, because I know many of you are on-campus students who happen to be taking an online course, I'm in Reynolds Hall 6306. So if you go up to the 6th floor in the brand new building, you can come in and see me anytime. I am more than willing to work with you. Okay, I'm also available Monday through Friday by appointment. Just send me an email if you want me to jump on Zoom to be able to discuss through anything. It might take me a little bit of time to be able to get free if I'm in a meeting, but I will get to you as soon as possible. And generally, I'm extremely available to students as you need me. So if you just let me know you need something, we can jump on and discuss anything through it. Okay, this is also my email address. I know that we have the @mix.wvu.edu as well, but faculty use the @mail.wvu.edu, so please contact me there. I don't have an office phone yet. They still haven't set it up with the new building, but as soon as it is, this piece will be updated. Now, if you're here, that means you've taken the basics of either accounting, statistics, or econ, or some combination of the two. That's great. As someone who is an economist, I think that that's really important to have these sorts of pieces with you. Now, there are some important learning outcomes. What we really should expect with you going through this course. Every single week, notice that as you see the week modules, you'll have a bunch of goals listed underneath it. Those are things that you should be able to do completing that week of the module. So upon completing this course, we're going to have key trends that you're going to be able to describe. You're going to be able to identify and manage key supply factors, which is crucially important when we're talking about hospitality and tourism. How do you have food, land, education? How do you have resources? How do you have all these different things that come together? You also need to recognize how customers define the business and develop and implement strategies and long-term goals related to activities. We're also going to talk about people, profit, and planet, which has a lot of sustainability, which is a very important topic in hospitality and tourism right now, is how do we keep things sustainable? And then we also talk a little bit about demonstrating the importance of leadership within this. Okie dokie. So first off, this course, method of instruction, I hope that you're aware of this. We do not meet in a classroom. Every single week, you will be logging on to our eCampus course shell. And our eCampus course shell will have a module that starts Wednesday and ends Tuesday every single week. And we'll talk a little bit about that timing. Inside this, you'll have an introduction video where I'll tell you what we're doing this week. You'll have some readings, you'll have a lecture video, and then you'll have a variety of different assignments. And these will be discussion boards, activities. There's the thing called Payback, which is sort of a student-led discussion board. We'll talk about it in a little bit. And then a weekly quiz. Okay, there's no final exam in this course. There's also a recommended textbook. Now, this is if you want more information about the course. I really don't like costing students money, so I try to put as much information as I can into the lectures, into the slides, into the readings. Will the textbook help you? Certainly. Is it technically possible to do this all without the textbook? Also possible. So it's going to be up to you and your comfort within this course if you would like to get this. Now, there's also going to be a third-party software called Payback. This is the student-led conversation piece that's really interesting and that we're piloting for this class to be able to understand if it's really helping with student communication in asynchronous environments. You will be getting an email related to what should we do in that situation or how you can get a hold of this piece. Okie dokie. So when it comes to grading, which I know is the real part that you're actually watching this video for, we're going to have a variety of different types of assignments. So in each week, we're going to have a discussion post. So this is going to be something that I have given you the question and you're going to respond to it and think through each of these different pieces. And that's really to get the gears flowing so that you start to think about what is hospitality and tourism and what is the topic that we're talking about that week. We will also have 20% of your grade, and notice that each of these are due weekly. 20% of your grade is also related to assignments and case studies. Now, these are whatever your assignment is that week will vary a little bit. Maybe it's going to be thinking about a travel itinerary. Maybe it's going to be thinking about, oh, well, how would we do this budget piece? Each one's going to be slightly different, but it's going to be an assignment that you're able to download off eCampus. You fill out the assignment as you do it, and then you're going to submit it back to eCampus. So you never have to like email me anything. There's always going to be an upload link for these assignments. And every single week in the intro video, I'll show you where those are. Okay, next we're going to have payback. So this is, instead of the discussion board where I give you a topic and you start to talk about it, in the payback setting, we're going to have a video. So I'm trying really, really hard, because I'm still filming some of these, to go around to some local business owners in hospitality and tourism right here in Morgantown and hear about their jobs and hear about how they have leadership in their communities and how they work together in all these different spaces. So each week we're going to have a video interview that you're going to go through and watch. And then you'll have a sort of student-led social media piece on it where you can put in ideas, or you can respond to other people's ideas, or you can upvote and give people likes or dislikes and understand a little bit about that. So this will be just having a little bit of a conversation amongst yourself where I'm sort of taken out of the discussion, and instead you all get to interact with each other, because I think this peer-to-peer interaction is crucially important for the success of online students. Okay, after that, you're going to have a weekly quiz. So this is about 40% of your grade, and they're just smaller tests, right? So they're in between 20 to 30 questions, and they'll be related to all the material that we've just covered. Now, you're also going to have one semester project. You do not have to worry about this now. There is a video coming to describe it, which will be an additional 10%. And this project will just try to get you into the mindset of someone in hospitality and tourism and what you do in different situations. You might have to research a currently existing company and then kind of say how you would fit into it and how you might change things. But that's something that we're going to have a much longer video on, so I'm not going to take the time on it now. But the breakdown is discussion, assignment, payback, quiz. Expect to do each of those 4 every single week. And then the semester project will be little parts of your last 3 weeks. I do a very standard grading scale. If it's if it's equal to or above a 90, it's an A. Equal to or above an 80, it's a B. You know the drill by now. You have been here for a while. I'm not very gracious on rounding, mostly because I will give extra credit opportunities throughout the semester. So they're available to try to get you over any humps that you might need, right? Okay, so when it comes to quizzes and makeup policies, they're closed notes. You're their closed book. You're not supposed to be coming in with your notes to be able to write down everything that you see on the quiz. A lot of the time, they will be monitored. I don't know if I'm going to use lockdown browser or anything like that. It more depends on how this class starts to go along and if I see any cheating patterns. If there's any cheating patterns, we're shutting it down real fast. But they are supposed to be taken without this additional advice and using the information that you've gained through the week, right? Since the quizzes are open for an entire week, we open them up Wednesday, they close on Tuesday. I don't allow makeups. Now, let's say that you do have a sports competition, like you're an athlete, you know that you have like a super big game that you have to travel for. I can open things up early for you. So just let me know and I can open up a week or a module open early to you if you have some sort of school sanctioned event, and take care of that. Another thing that I want to talk about is the Office's accessibility services. If you need time on a quiz, let me know. And talk to the accessibility services people. They'll send me a note. I will make sure that everything you interact with in the portal will give you the extra time that you need. Let's say that you have an accommodation where you need to be able to walk away or step away for a minute and then come back. I can take care of that. I do not want anything to hinder your ability to succeed in this class. So if you need help or if you need an accommodation, that's totally fine. Go to the Office of Accessibility Services so that they can give me the official paperwork so that I can put it in, and we can adjust things however you're going to need them in this format. Okay, so school sanctioned events or accessibility, make sure that you let me know these things early. If you do need to have something opened up early because you have a school sanctioned event, or other extenuating circumstances, you need to let me know at least 48 hours ahead of time. Okay. This is something that like I can't just immediately get on my phone and change the course at any given moment. I can most moments, but not at any given moment. You got to give me a little bit of heads up. All right, so after this, we just have a whole bunch of statements. These are some of the school required ones. Basically, don't cheat. If you cheat, I will catch you. And like, that's not fun. It's a lot of paperwork for me. You have to, every time you show your transcript to an employer for the rest of your life, show that you cheated because it had a little mark on there. Don't do that. It's not worth it. I try to make this a very accessible course. so that you don't need to cheat, right? The classes are recorded and they are available online. You can't share, copy, or reproduce anything that I've created, mostly because like this is what I do for a living. I put in a lot of effort to all of these videos and things, and especially because we've had our community partners who have agreed to let us videotape interviews for this class. So they're not supposed to be distributed widely. It's for the intention of this class, and these are agreements that we've made with the university. So you can't share or distribute these sorts of materials outside of how we've already talked to our wonderful interviewees and business owners on how we spend it. So don't do that. If you have any mental health needs, things are stressful and things suck, and especially like fall semester, you're overwhelmed. If you need anything, know that there's the Center of Counseling and Psychological Services available on campus. They are available by phone, by text, to be able to get you a crisis counselor immediately. Be sure to reach out to them if you need any help. All right. And if you don't remember where this stuff is on the syllabus, go ahead and let me know, and I will give you that number we can refer you back over to. You can't sell any of my course material. Don't do it. Also, if I find any of my material on like Coursera, I absolutely will write them, because they can give us the associated email address of whoever uploaded things, or any of the other information about like IP addresses on where they logged in, or the internet provider that they had. We will find you. I will find you, and I will not be happy. So do not put my material online. That was basically the gist of it. Okay. Student evaluations are really important. At the end of the semester, you will be provided the opportunity to give student evaluations on my teaching prowess. Say whatever you want. It's okay. I hope that you enjoy this course and that you get a lot out of it. The student evaluations are really important because it's how I know how to update things, right? So if you tell me like, I hated this assignment, okay, then I get rid of that assignment. If you tell me I really like this one and I think it could be better these ways, then I'll change it to make it better. I try to listen to these student evaluations. So if there's something that you want me to know, or you think of a way that we can improve the course, or there's something you particularly liked and you want me to keep doing more of, like, hey, I love the videos, let's have more videos. Or, hey, maybe those were too many videos, but I think they were well done. Feel free to put those sorts of things, and that's how I am able to make this class better for the next set of students. All right, after that, we're going to have the schedule. So this is the ideal timing of replacing things. I am required by university to tell you that the deviations might happen. This schedule might be subject to change, but for the most part, my due dates are set in stone. So we know when the due dates are, and you're going to have them listed big, black, in bold, and italicized in Blackboard so that you know when they are as well, right? Okie dokie. So this first time, so you're probably watching this probably August 17th, maybe even a little before. Maybe you were just ahead of the game. But in between August 17th and August 24th, you need to do the week 0 material. This will be setting up your payback account. This will be looking at the syllabus. This will be listening to the video that you're listening to right now. So apparently you've already made it there. It'll be hearing a little bit about general hospitality. This is basically the setup week so that we can gear up. Right? After that, we're going to start going through modules. So the modules are based upon different parts of hospitality. The first module is careers in hospitality. So you kind of know the general hospitality vibe. What is going on? And with that, remember that we're going to have an assignment, discussion, payback, and quiz. Now, within each of these modules, we're going to have readings available in your eCampus folder. So there's going to be a folder you can go through, and you can do a majority of the readings right there. These are really great resources that were put together by Frank DeMarco, who's in the department and has put in a lot of effort to it. So that's kind of neat that he provides these resources. All right, then we go into module 2. So after general business, we go to hotels and lodging. Again, assignment, discussion, payback, and quiz. You got this down. You understand what's going on. We're going to talk a lot about hotels and lodging. After that, we're going to go into food and beverage for a week up until September 13th. Then we're going to go into the tourism industry through September 20th, which is highly important in West Virginia because let's be real, we have the best rafting. It's a really cool place. And then after that, we're going to go into meetings, conventions, and exposition industries. This is the part where you will probably hear far too much about my life because I plan a lot of conferences and meetings. So I can definitely tell you the pitfalls of that and probably some funny stories along the way. Then module 6, where we're going to be ending it off, is leadership and management in the hospitality industry. And this will go until October 4th, and then grades are due October 6th. Okie dokie. Well, notice that module 4, 5, and 6 has one additional piece. Notice that it has right here that your project is going to be assigned. So we're going, in module 4, I will give you a video about like what the project is. You'll need to pick your topic and some pieces like that and let me know what they are. I'll approve them or not approve them. Over the next 2 weeks, you're going to work in on it. So in module 5, you're going to tell me just a quick check-in. It can just be a quick bullet point of, I think I'm doing well on this. I don't think I need help at this point, or I'm on track, enough for me to know what's going on with this check-in piece. And then in module 6, at the very end, October 4th, this is where your project's going to be due. So this is where you're going to turn it in, and I'm going to grade it and be very excited about the cool stuff that you're doing. Also after that, I have some fun class hacks of just ways to get the most out of this course. All righty. Well, I know that I have probably talked too long because I always tend to do when recording videos. I get just so excited to talk to everybody. Good luck this semester. You got this. We're totally going to have a really fun time. All right, everybody. You have a great day. Bye-bye.